Hello everybody, it is I, DJ Sexy Lips, here to bring you episode 37 of new Retrocore classic game music. This episode I decided to do a Sonic's Mario Showdown, if you will. Just not really a preference in music. Okay, there is bias. I have a segment called Mandatory Sonic, but I do like Sonic music more, but I love Mario music too. And it just goes to show you that they're both great. I'm just going to start with the first games. One Mario, one Sonic. That's how the show's going to go. Quick disclaimer. While I did pit Mario, Super Mario Brothers against Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, an 8-bit game against a 16-bit game, I know very well I could have played the Master System versions of the Sonic games against Mario's 8-bit, but everybody knows the first Sonic the Hedgehog more than the 8-bit Sonic the Hedgehog, so that's the quick disclaimer. Don't push up your glasses and go to the keyboards, so alright, let's get into it with good old Overworld theme from Super Mario Brothers on the NES. As if these first 4 tracks aren't proof enough, this show is going to be nothing but bangers. We had Overworld theme from Super Mario Bros. On the NES, then Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, Overworld theme from Super Mario Bros. 2, and Emerald Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You're going to notice not much originality with the naming of the Mario tunes back then. I mean, they were some of the originals. 85 was when Mario Brothers came out. So they probably didn't take too much time to name the songs, you know. This is the Overworld theme. There's the Underground theme. That's all you needed back then, and it was good enough. So, coming up next, we're going to get into Mario 3 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style. Once again, Nintendo showing us how awesome they were back then with naming the songs. Overworld theme from Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. Angel Island Zone Act 1 from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And not lastly, Overworld and Athletic themes from Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. And lastly, Lava Reef Zone Act 1 and 2 from Sonic and Knuckles on the Genesis. A lot of memories with those games, all those right there. Mario 3, I had good memories playing with that at a friend's house for the first time in Indiana. Sonic 3, my parents knew I really wanted it, and I really only got games on my birthday or Christmas. So I came home from school one day, Sonic 3 was sitting on my TV, and it was just so amazing. I first played Super Mario World at my cousin's house during Thanksgiving, and Sonic and Knuckles, I rented that as soon as it came out. Played it so much. I remember going to a Christmas parade and then coming back and playing it with a friend. I got it that year for Christmas. Just overall good times, good memories, and I love doing this show. I'm 42, and this is a way for me to put my memories, permanent in case I were to get older and forget maybe. I don't know. I'm starting to ramble, so. Alright, let's get into the 64-bit era and the Dreamcast era. Very, very relaxing song from Super Mario 64, Dire Dire Docks. Then we had Emerald Coast Act 1 from Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. That was when Sonic had an image change, and we had a lot more rockin' soundtracks, if you will. And then we have Bianco Hills from Super Mario Sunshine on the Gamecube. Probably known as the most hardest Mario game due to controls and cameras. And no, it wasn't really much fixed on the Switch collection, so. And lastly, That's the Way I Like It for Metal Harbor from Sonic Adventure 2 on the Dreamcast. Very janky game, very buggy game. Sonic Adventure was probably the last one I played, and I personally consider the end of, Sonic for me. Until later when Mania came out, and Sonic Frontiers is good. He's kind of back. He's still struggling. I think Sonic should have stayed on the Mania line. But I'm not Sega. So coming up next, more Mario and Sonic. We're going to get into the Wii and the PS3 era with those games. So I have been your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits yesterday gaming style. big upgrade to the Mario music with Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. We had Wind Garden. They had their own orchestra. I think it's still around and used to this day by Nintendo, the Super Mario Galaxy Orchestra. Then we had Casino Street Act 1 from Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 on the PS3 and Wii, and I think it's on Steam and current consoles. You might recall a few vintage episodes ago, younger me in 2010 was excited for Sonic 4. I even reviewed it good when I wrote reviews for Vagary.tv, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I guess I was blinded by it. Just a new Sonic, and it was actually called Sonic 4. I quickly learned my lesson. Physics suck. It don't control like classic Sonic. We didn't get that till Mania. Okay, rambling. Fluffy Bluff Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii. And lastly, Hydrocity Zone Act 2 from Sonic Mania on everything. You will notice that I did not have footage of Mario Galaxy. I couldn't get the shake controls to work on my Steam Deck, but it works for Galaxy 2. Go figure. So coming up next, this is basically going to be the end of the show. I'm just going to end it here, I guess. I know no then and now. No Sonic, mandatory Sonic, because hell, most of this episode is Sonic, half of it. So I wanted to end this one. I've gotten posts in the past and people saying, there are new Sonic games and Mario games, and you're not wrong. So we're going to play 2 from Sonic Frontiers and 2 from Super Mario Odyssey. I do not have the Switch footage because I do not have a capture device for my Switch. So the first one's going to be Island Mystery Hacking Mission from Sonic Frontiers. You can get them on the PS5, Xbox One, and Steam. Then Fossil Falls from Super Mario Odyssey on the Switch. And then 2 bangers with lyrics to end the show. I hope you all enjoy. Find Your Flame from Sonic Frontiers and Jump Up Superstar from Super Mario Odyssey on the Switch. I've been your host. Enjoy these last 4 tracks. And until next time,
me if I mean it, looking in my eyes. Cause I've been waiting for my moment to strike. So come close, let me show you what it's like. Yeah, you can try to stand in my path, but you're gonna regret it. I'll be the one who laughs last while I'm making my exit. Cause this is only for the strong of heart, not if you get it. And no matter what the outcome, you better accept it. I can cover the shell, I can bury the pain. So don't doubt for a second, just get out of my way. Put your shit in your shell, I'm not letting it go. So take this as a lesson, cause it's all that we know. Will the whole world know your name? When we dance with destiny. I've been there and I've seen it. I'm never gonna stop believing. You'll find your flame. Oh, we can save the day, not die. It's like I'm seeing double vision. Take a seat, I'm on a mission. We got everything to gain. To become everything you're not. You just give it all you got and take the pleasure with the pain. Yeah, I can feel my fire awaken. No time for being complacent. There's a dream on the horizon. You know we gotta chase it. And when we get to where we're going, then we start the invasion. That's me? Nah, you must be mistaken. You know I'll turn you into rust. Grind you right down to dust. You thought you were the best. Well, you haven't met. Fire and rain. Call me the hurricane. I'm not letting it go. Cause it's all that I know. Will the whole world know your name? When we dance with destiny. I've been there and I've seen it. I'm never gonna stop believing. You'll find your flame. Now here we go, it's the end of the show. Hear them, they're calling your name. Cause in the end, it's you and your friends. You'll find your Now here we go, it's the end of the show. Hear them, they're calling your name. Cause in the end, it's you and your friends. You'll find your flame.
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel enchanted, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power up like dancing. start some new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path, find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you move side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still a one-up boy. So go on, straighten up your cap. Let your toes begin to tap this rhythm